seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burgess. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On the delay, here's Breida. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Looking to throw. Russell under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down and then some, 36 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Russell. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go. 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now the second down throw on target. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Russell. That's into the hands of Edwards. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Off play action. Russell. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Operating from the gun. Russell eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, exit. 44, Mike's 3. 218, chop it.
2nd and 11. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Russell. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You ain't
ready. On 4th down, Russell. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Breida. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Off the play fake. Russell. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle wrestle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Russell. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 30 yards there. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run with Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Russell. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Center's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Come on now, let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Bravo! Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Snap. On 3rd and 2, Russell. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down. Russell escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Got it. Flag 33. Check flag 33. Hey, come on. Alpha. Come get some. Come on. Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Touchdown.
As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, box drop, box drop. 55. Right there. Yep. 55. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 55's my hit.
To throw on 3rd down. Russell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. On fourth down, Russell. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. David Njoku, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On first down, Russell. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Off play action, Russell. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there for the lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mind?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Looking to throw. Russell. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to show.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing on first down. Russell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Russell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Looking to throw. Russell, he's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Intended for David Njoku.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.